Hi YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today with the finale for my Finish 7 by Spring. I'm running a little late, but if you guys saw my, Pan That Palette update, I have been without air for several days, but it's actually quite cool today, so I'm hoping to get through a couple of short videos before this room turns into a sweat box. Of course, I'm not helping because I decided to wear long sleeves today, but we'll be okay. So, I had actually already finished 7 products by last time, but I didn't feel like ending it, so I threw in a couple more items, and I actually managed to finish 2 more. The first item that I had thrown in was this Pixie Glow Tonic, just this little 1.35 ounce mini, and as you can see, I did manage to finish that up. And I had thrown in another Zany Laney body spray for my collection. This was Life Finds a Way from Jurassic Park. I had started like up at here and I finished it. There is nothing else that will actually come through the sprayer, but there is like a tiny bit in there, but I just can't get it out. So my 2 remaining items, and once I started using these, I kind of realized I wouldn't finish them by the end, but I did make significant progress on them. First is my Dior Lipstick in Rouge Zinnia. Now, I will insert the paper progress here, which doesn't necessarily look like a lot, but it looks like I've been eating it. I promise I haven't. I've been using a lip brush with it lately because I've actually been mixing it with other lipsticks to get more wear out of it. And it just went down further, like way further on one side than the other. But both sides went down far enough that I could at least make a little bit of a mark. So, you know, I probably used up, looking at the mark, about half of what I had from the start. My intention is to actually put this in what I'm assuming will be the next round of the Graveyard Project Pan. That begins on April 30th. If that is happening again this year, I assume it is, but you never know. Some years they don't do. Some years Project Pans don't happen again, so we shall see. But one of the ideas of Graveyard Project Pan is to roll in stuff from previous Project Pans, and I figured rather than roll this straight into Drop 10 by Summer, which I will be filming after this, but I think will be going up before I put this up. That gets kind of confusing in my head sometimes. So I figured this would be good for that. As will this, actually. It is the Skin & Co. Truffle Therapy Face Gommage. It's a polishing, micro-exfoliating truffle face gommage. So because I started using this basically daily as my face wash, always by my sink anyway, I did get about double the progress from last time, but as you can see, that's still not a lot. And I mean, I started from this not quite brand new, but because I got it in a BoxyCharm and I used it a couple of times when I got it, but basically new. And I used up a little more than 1/3 of it. So I figure, especially once I put it in that, I will finish it by the end of that, especially with the way that I'm using it now. So these 2 will roll into the Graveyard Project Pan, because that is also I want to say 6-month long Project Pan, so that'll be plenty of time. It updates every other month because you kind of put in products that take a little bit longer. Now, real quickly, I will show you everything else that I already finished and give you real quick dates. First is the Avon Body Spray. I finished this on the 26th of January. I finished like 3 body sprays at this Project Pan, which is kind of crazy. Speaking of, this is the Zany Lady Burdened with Glorious Purpose. I finished this on February 23rd. This is the Terre Mare Aloe and Tea Tree Toner, and I finished it on the 5th of February. That thing is made of like solid glass. This is the Cream Shop Clean Canvas Cushion Primer. It is in the shade Purple. So yeah, this is what it looks like on the inside. It is pretty much dried out. There's just like a tiny bit remaining. There's like residue still on the thing, but it's not enough to actually like get a full face. And I finished that what looks like January 31st. I'm trying to read my handwriting. Let's see, I have the e.l.f. Super Hydrate Moisturizer. And I finished this on the 8th of January. Didn't have much of that, but I find it nice to put at least one mini into these kind of project pans just so you can have stuff constantly rolling out. Makes you feel better, promise. Speaking of, I also have the e.l.f. cleanser, the Super Clarity Cleanser, and I finished this on February the 11th. And finally, probably the thing I'm happiest about, because I worked on this forever last year and never finished it, I have the Milani Powder Eyeshadow in French Vanilla. And I finished that Valentine's Day, apparently February 14th. So, not too much more to add. Like I said, if it will go up before this, but I am doing Drop 10 by Summer in conjunction with the Fantastic Ladies. So, I will link that down below because it's probably already up, but keep an eye out for it if you haven't seen it yet. So thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!